And we're back.
Already?
Hello.
Alright.
Shaboopy.
So I still don't have to read any of these freaking lines. It's
Oh,
somebody else's problem.
congratulations.
Oh
Ooh.
man. I wish that I had any form of sympathy for someone, but somebody gave me so much sass.
It's not gonna stop.
And this isn't gonna stop when we get to the smoke room either.
You're right. Alright. Chi-Chi's ears perk up, which lets me know that I'm not the only one.
Sorry, I'm just messing up my AC real quick.
Instinctively, I turn around and I see bits of glass fly into my face. The next thing I know, I'm down in my seat, head down with my rifle raised toward the hole. Get down! Carl ducks and Jenna and TJ lurch their respective sides of the car, TJ accidentally opening his car door and nearly tumbling out.
Close the door, close the door.
Carl manages to get a hold on Lynx, trying to tug him back upright as TJ cries, flaming about. Can't get a good shot, Carl's big head bopping up and down as something moves around outside toward the newly opened car door. Chart rings out, though not for me. Wide-eyed looking Jenna holds her smoking pistol and fires again. Sharp crack reverberates throughout the cabin once more. Carl, very much awake now, slams TJ's door shut and screams at Leah.
Go, go, go.
Leo's already on it. I feel the car jolt forward. And I'm bouncing up and down in the seat as we go off-road. Leo not bothering with the three-point turn this time, instead going for a full U turn. We're back at the asphalt, speeding down the road when I feel it's safe enough to raise my head back up and look out the back window. For a moment, I'm terrified, and that I'm going to find that thing crouched in the trunk, staring in at us. But instead, I see a giant hole through the back window, remaining glass jagged.
Oh god, you guys okay?
Harry, you could get a little closer to your mic. You don't have to worry about it. It's not gonna eat you alive.
It's gonna eat you.
Oh, he's eating, I think.
I know. I'm just messing with him.
Jackson looks back and forth between us and the road behind the van. Chase, meanwhile, looks like he's about to throw up again. His muscle-lid features are scrunched up in a tight grimace as he presses himself against the seat. Sit up fully, keeping my sights trained on the back. Yeah. I yell at him over the sound of the car and the wind whistling around behind me. Jenna, did you get it?
I don't know.
Carl's bent over in his seat, brushing the glass from the salmon putty. I look at TJ, who's crouched over in his own seat, covering his head. Bits of glass are scattered on the back of his head. Pick up some of the pieces out of his fur on his neck and lean over him.
TJ, are you alright?
TJ shudders and doesn't say anything as Jenna plucks some of the shards from under his collar.
No, it got me.
Chicken! Chicken man!
Don't worry.
Harry?
Happy. Don't worry. Be happy now.
Did Harry like pick this as the time to like go and put away his dishes or something?
Fucking, I guess.
Uh,
That fat bitch.
I can't believe you'd say that about him.
Say that every time about him.
I know. Well, I guess I'll be Daxton. What was that?
Jackson shouts back at us, staring up through the window. Fuck if I know. Don't want to think about what I actually think it was. Just need to be ready when it comes again. Leo keeps up the high speed, hitting some of the potholes hard enough that I'm worried we're going to get flat. There you go. Then we'd be in real deep shit. We drive for another 5 minutes in silence. Then the sign appears in front of us again. This time no one says anything, but Leo doesn't bother turning around. I watch out my window as we fly past the historic path. Nothing happens. All I see is a tall piece of wood over broken lights, and all I hear is the wind whipping around us. Jenna keeps a paw on TJ's back as he remains hunched over. The others still holding Duke's pistol. Carl sits quietly, staring out his window. On the bright side, the bashed in the back window has diminished. The smell is sick, and the smoke smell is stronger than ever. Sparse dots of light show up on the horizon, indicating where Echo is. That's when Leo speaks up.
Oh, sorry. DJ's ordering us some food.
Ah.
Yeah, also, I just want to apologize. I had to leave really quick because, like, I ended up getting chicken stuck in my throat.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man.
Good job,
What?
Harrison.
Be careful.
Yeah, I
baby.
know. Not my proudest moment.
Glad that you are okay.
Oh man, I'm glad you're all right.
Really?
Cause jeez.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I figured it out.
Okay.
Nothing a
Glad-
little water
Did
couldn't
we just
fix.
finish ordering?
Glad you didn't choke. All right. So Sam, you are back up, Leo.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm here. I'm eating. All
Is
right,
everyone eating?
I'm hungry. I woke up like
Candy
2
count?
hours ago.
I'm not eating.
And probably within the next like hour or so we're gonna have pizza.
Oh, pizza sounds good.
I mean,
All right.
I'm going to bed in at least an hour and a half, so.
Okay, then we need to keep moving. Stop interrupting me. All right, that's it. We're heading back to my place, shutting off all the lights, locking the doors, and eating toaster pastries until this all blows over.
Smart
Not the
plan.
worst plan in the world, for sure.
I guess we have to.
I'd rather not meet the same fate as the guy on the blanket. Yeah, I'd reckon that sound.
I shift myself onto one knee in the seat and hold the old thing creaking under my weight. I have to hunch low so my hand isn't smushed against the ceiling. Just have to pray that Leo doesn't hit any sudden big bumps. There's a sinking feeling in my stomach at the thought of going back to Echo. Part of me wonders whether Duke and Chase's car is still there, and we just imagine the whole grisly scene. Stare out my window, watching the hills move slowly by under the moonlight as we turn onto Lake Emma Road. Maybe taking one of the mountain roads out of town would be worth it, whether we'd have enough gas when it happens. A crouched
Yep.
figure sits on the peak of a hill, just about 50 feet from where we are. Squint at it, just barely able to make out what it looks like, shoulders and a head hunched up under the moonlight. Oh shit. I'm directly across from the thing when I open my mouth. But I'm barely able to make a sound when it moves. Dashes down the hill in the blink of an eye, covering the distance between it and our car in a matter of 2 seconds. One moment I'm staring at a tiny black figure, next it's right up against the car, smashing into it, the side, between the door and Jenna's. My head smacks into the glass and I see a flash of white. At the same time, I hear Jenna shout at us to hold on. TJ screams, Carl yells. Like. Watch as the water begins to pull in through the broken window, jagged glass getting carried in with the flow. Van is already halfway submerged. We crashed into the fucking lake. How can that be? We were nowhere near it. Water is shockingly cold and rising up to my knees. TJ yelps something incomprehensible. see Leo thrashing with his seatbelt, trying to get unbuckled as the car battery shorts out and the cabin lights go dark.
Carl!
Hyperventilating Ram splashes out behind.
Can't open my door.
You can hear the sound of the door handles being yanked. I grab my own, press the unlock button, and push outward, but the pressure of the water is too much. Doesn't budge.
Yep.
If you're in a lake and your car is sinking, wait till the pressure is equalized on both sides and get the fuck out.
That is a lot harder than you think it is.
I know it is, but it's doable.
It is doable, yes.
Eh.
Try to wrangle my rifle up to the butt of the glass, but my seat got pushed too far up in the impact. Can barely move, and my chest pushed up against the dashboard.
I also just want to point out that they literally were like yeeted somehow miles. They're in the lake now.
Yeah.
When they were on the road outside of town.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they were like real far out of town. Okay.
Yeah, there's no way they should be in the lake after getting hit by that.
Straining to wriggle free, I end up scraping my head along the roof. Piece of shit. Goddamn my stupid lanky ass.
Carl, use your head.
Matt?
Carl, meanwhile, is just passed out already.
Don't bother to give me ideas, because that has already almost happened at least 3 times today.
Oh god.
If you do need to go to sleep, Matt, it's perfectly okay, dude.
Yeah, we have backups.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, wow.
Sorry,
That's
I didn't mean
insensitive.
that. I didn't mean that in an insensitive way. I'm just like, we have backups in case you don't feel good.
Go to sleep if you want. We've got backups.
No,
We
the
don't
real
need
reason for
you.
this is I'd rather you be able to like be rested and everything and do what you need to do for like your regular life and all that. Like we can tell you what you missed, you know.
Okay.
So it's up to you. You want to stick around or do you need to go sleep?
I'll try to power through at least for a little bit.
Okay. If at any point you're like, hey, I need to call it, just say so, okay?
Okay, will do. I don't know what to do, dude.
The horns! Do the ram thing!
Specious!
That
I
is
don't
why-
care if I'm specious, we're about to die!
So I'll shove my own horns up your ass. Got it.
Whatever will
Earl
work.
does that instead of
be
saving
into
your
that.
lives.
What?
You can
What?
be upset when we're not dying, how about that?
Eh. You said to use my horns, so I'm using my horns.
Realize what Jackson's trying to say. Fucking species features. Go, Carl!
Okay.
Oh,
There's a shuffling
drunk.
movement.
we're all drowning and Carl's like, yeah bro, normal afternoon for me, baby.
Right,
Get on my
right.
level.
You all drown. If we're all gonna drown, I'm gonna get stoned while drowning.
What's that meme where the guy walks in and he goes, it smells like bitch in here?
See,
Yep.
I'm just imagining this instead where it's like Carl's just going, you know, this is a real stressful situation as they all like go into the lake and they're sinking. He just starts lighting up the fucking toke.
Yes.
I'd do the same thing. Like, well,
Quick before it goes underwater.
I was like, well, we're gonna die anyway. Oh well. Somebody else's problem, I suppose.
I just am feeling very anxious from this right now.
Yeah.
So anxious.
Mm-hmm. Alright. There's a shuffling movement, followed by a hard slam. Glass shatters and more water comes rushing in. There's a flurry of movement out my window as first Jenna, then Carl, and then TJ go through the window. Soon the water is up to my nostrils, and my blood goes cold. I remember my uncle telling me something after we watched a movie with a scene like this. Until the pressure is equalized, you can't open the door.
There you go.
Doesn't stop you from wrenching down the handle regardless.
Yep. I get that.
Push my maw up to the roof and take a large breath before being fully submerged. The metal underbelly of the van scrapes against the rocks on the lake floor, which makes a downright horrifying sound underwater. With one hard push, my door finally opens, and I begin to squeeze my way out. I look over my shoulder, seeing the faint outline of rust-colored fur in the back of the van, Leo seemingly trying to get chase. My lungs begin to burn, and I realize I can't see the surface. I kick my legs, trying to push myself off to the slimy lake bed. Pressure on my eardrums are like drills pushing into my skull. Seconds pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And finally I breach the surface. After a moment, the ladder splashes and Chase and Leo emerge from the depths.
Leo, I'm a fucking otter. I'm fine.
That's nothing.
Matt?
Nice.
Oh, okay, I heard the last guys.
I said guys the first time. I guess my mic didn't go through then.
Yeah, it was not picking up.
Okay.
Carl pants, and the ram appearing to be clutching one paw onto TJ's shoulder to keep afloat. Can't really swim well thanks to his hooves. TJ looks to be struggling to keep their chins both above the waterline.
Where's Dude Man?
Man.
Oh, did I?
What?
I thought I disconnected.
No, it's just Hannah and DJ now.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, DJ.
We were trying to unmute ourselves, and instead we
disconnected.
disconnected.
Oh.
What?
Oh,
Daxton.
that's dude man.
I don't know. Did anyone see where that thing went?
We need to get out of the water. It could be here in the words. We need to get out of the water. It can be in here with us. I know it.
TJ's voice sounds like a mix of whisper and shout.
I mean, that
Can
kind
we-
of
oh,
fit.
yeah, okay, cool. Saw a whisper. I'm like, shit. Can we do that?
It's a whisper shout, you know, like the, I'm trying to whisper.
But I'm being really loud. Please.
His voice cracks like a 12-year-old's as he stutters a mixture of cold water and shock. Look around the mass bobbing heads that surround me, but neither Daxton or whatever attacked us is anywhere near in sight. In fact, land is like 100 yards away. How in the fuck?
Is he a Pokemon now?
No,
Yeah,
he's just calling for his friend. He basically, don't forget, in this route, he's basically really lashed onto Daxton as his new, like, BFF, aside from Flynn.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, right.
Who, Flynn is now his BF.
Mm.
And not just best friend.
Whoa.
Matt?
Listen, Dax.
Hey. Carl, you need to stop yelling.
Jenna's tone is hushed but firm. The wet fennec looking like a soggy mop in the moonlight. Notice a glint of steel and realize she's still holding Duke's gun. I left mine on the lake floor.
TJ's right. We need to get to shore.
There's a coldness to her voice, uncontrolled by fear. It takes her a moment to realize what she's saying, and a horrible contortion of worry and guilt crosses her soaked features.
Chase, can you get him?
I don't know. I don't know.
No way. You're in no condition.
TJ looks down, opening his mouth to speak, but nothing but whimpers escapes him. Fucking hell, he's probably all the way down in the van.
Matt.
Damn it. We gotta get him.
He's a salamander, right? I know his kind can hold their breath a little longer than we can.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck he dawdled that, though. Chase, you're only fucker who can hold your breath that long.
He can barely breathe as is, Flynn.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Carl pushes himself off TJ.
I sink like a stone anyway.
See this fucking stupid? I swiftly doggy paddle my way over, grabbing the ram's arm and forcing it around my shoulder. Yeah, you fucking will, and how's your stoned ass gonna get both of you back up?
I think I can.
No way, man. Keep Chase upright for me, Flynn.
Wolf rolls his shoulder forward and dives underwater. I quickly paddle over with Carl now clinging to my back. Chase takes hold of my outstretched hand, nervously peering into depths below. He accepts the help, as he seems fairly alright with keeping himself afloat. I float there in silence, try to keep what's going on beneath the waves, but the visibility is friendly ass soup. Leo's never really been a stellar swimmer. Fuck. Chase wasn't even that good either, beyond not needing to come up for air for a long time. Better than me, at least. Once the water gets cold, I start shutting down, I guess. Muscles are already starting to feel rubbery, and the urge for heat is strong. It's the worst in my feet, where the water's deepest and moonlight can't reach. Fortunately, Carl and Chase are warm, the two clinging to me in silence. I can feel the ram's whispered chin on the back of my neck, and Chase's shuddered breathing on my shoulder. For any other time, it might actually be comforting. But right now, I just hate the waiting. I hate not being able to do anything but tread water. Definitely hate not knowing what's out there in the hills, or how the fuck we even got in the middle of the damn lake. Monty's always warned me about the world's more than what we perceive. That our ideas of how reality works are limited to what we have experienced prior.
I'm hearing some noise, like background noise from somebody.
Sam's.
Alright. Sorry, Sam, if you could just mute for a little bit, sorry.
You good?
I ain't never been stuck in a fucking road time loop, or attacked by a pissed off electrical socket man, or launched in the middle of the lake before. So everything just kind of feels unreal. Full minute has passed now. Fuck.
He should have surfaced by now. Matt?
Sorry. I had to do some. I was trying to get some paperwork done at the same time.
I get you.
This is Leo we're talking about. We wouldn't have to come up for air if he saw that dude man was stuck down there.
Oh, this is so stupid. Jenna, TJ, help keep these two afloat. I'm going down. Bennett gives me a solemn-looking nod. She begins to swim over to me when what seems to be a geyser of water splashes up in front of us, followed by strained gasps for air. Daxton's blue eyes are wide, his slick form quivering in the wolf's arms. A quick shove, the salamander jolts free, and he begins to swim ashore, gasping in panic. We all follow suit, though I end up quickly behind, trying to support Carl and Chase. Daxton's the first ashore, then Jenna, TJ, Leo, and finally us. All my adrenaline is completely tapped out at this point. I fall to my knees in the sand. My arms like jello.
Thanks, Flynn.
Jason coils himself from me, his voice wheezy and breaks out in a raspy cough. Leo quickly hurries over, taking Chase under his arm.
Easy, easy. We're safe now.
The fuck we are. Peer around, even with my eyes having adjusted to the dark. I'm still having a hell of a time seeing beyond 20 yards or so. Jenna gives me a quick nod, holding up Duke's pistol to show me she still has it. Soaked Fennec would look comical were it not for the direness of the situation. She must put so much conditioner in her to keep that fluffy.
Matt?
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Carl proceeds to fall flat on his back, spread eagled in sand, his hefty gut rising and falling.
Yeah, well, everyone is okay at least.
He
Damn.
didn't. Jen, you don't get to start on me because I saw it and I was gonna. Anyway, he didn't deserve.
TJ mumbles something, the lynx sitting with his arms around his knees, staring out into the lake. He makes an effort to scramble back a few feet as the tide comes in. Jenna moves over beside him, hugging the lynx from the side.
Shh. Just need to get to Leo's.
Leo lives in the outskirts of town, by old railway tracks. It's fairly isolated from the rest of town. Going out there is not the worst idea, but if that fucking thing could catch us in the van going 50... Fuck, I saw him move too. The strobe light was being turned on and off, and got closer with every pulse.
That is still the plan.
Leo informs with a nod, the wolf standing upright and ready. He's trying not to show his exhaustion and fear. Peachy's just looking at Chase now. He's got a shimmer in his eyes, crying again.
Chase, Sydney, how long did he?
He's cut off before he can finish.
Really? Controller, are you really gonna be like this right now?
Ah!
Yes, you cannot stop me.
Alright, let's try this again. Get the controller fixed.
Come on, TJ. We have to go.
Chase looks over at him. His expression is harder to read. It's just weak. What? Everyone seems to be pretending they're not hearing the whimpering TJ, ushering him along. I rise up to my feet, nearly tripping over myself as I get used to solid ground again. Jenna pulls TJ up with her, trying to move the lynx along.
We'll get you laid down here in a bit. Chase, I'll see what meds I've got in my cabinet.
Leo also follows suit, helping Chase up the shallow incline through the loamy soil into a basin of dry grass. TJ peers his back over his shoulder, still looking at Chase. That's when I noticed the large rock with a sole pinyon tree overhanging it. There's a little bullet holes in the side of the trunk, 22 caliber. I made those. Look around and right where Carl's laying, I see it. Blank stare, blue eyes, reminded me of a fish. This is where it happened. Carl sits upright, still clearly trying to catch his breath. First, it doesn't seem to understand, but then the realization hits him as he sees a tree.
Matt.
Yeah, I guess I'll go.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Carl rises up to his hooves, gawking at the tree. He's still.
That thing I saw when we wrecked my car, the one that brought us here just now, it did it for a reason, you know? Excuse me. I mean, I used to think my house was haunted. That it comes with the territory of big, spooky mansions. But maybe it's us?
Carl extends out his paws to his surroundings. I assume he means the whole group. Sigh, feeling rather vulnerable out in the open without my repeater. The hysteria. It's affecting the whole town. Everyone goes crazy in their own way. It's what my aunt always told me. And it got her in the end. I wonder if she's okay, or if they found some other poor schmuck to blame the end times on.
Matt.
Sorry, that was me saying damn it to myself. Then why are we all seeing this?
He gesticulates with a swirl of his hands at a tree than the lake itself, before letting his arms fall limply at the side.
We're all here for a reason.
We meet each other's gaze. Carl suddenly lets out a small chuckle, rubbing space between his horns.
Unless... I'm just imagining you seeing this.
He'll let a puff out of air and rub my face. You're dreaming about me, huh?
Seems like it.
He shrugs. Next time, cut the horror games out before going to bed, yeah?
I haven't seen a single zombie. It's bullshit.
He looks toward the lake and zombies.
I'd rather not see zombies than...
Just kidding.
Yeah. Not immediately sure what to say. In the distance, the group looks to be trudging through what dried up reeds and heading toward the train tracks down the pass. They're all waiting for us. Which I guess is understandable, noting Chase's condition. Carl's watching them too, though he doesn't seem overly antsy to rejoin them. Said we're, ghost or spirit or something. He wouldn't hurt us. Carl looks a little surprised, shifting his attention back toward me.
What makes you... bleh. What makes you so sure?
I can tell by the tone in Carl's voice that he doubts that. I remember Carl was really sensitive growing up, sheltered by his folks' some fears. He'd cry and eat and cry. It's basically a fat, spoiled TJ. Took me a while to figure him out, and for Sid, I didn't really. For Sid, he didn't really have much grace with sensitive types. He was cool.
Hold on a second, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Does that mean you don't keep
They probably got the pizza.
That's probably what's going on.
Alright.
Pizza.
Take a short pause for water and to throw up my trash.
Alright, I'm gonna go check out my laundry then.
Okay.
I know you two never got along, but he had his things rough at home. Loved hanging out with the group and all. Well, thought TJ was cool. Well, he never said as much plain like. Just wanted to beat him, I guess. Believing God was real. To believe God was real, I had a plan to be good without having him try so hard. That folks who gave shit about him.
Yeah.
Dude, those last 6 months,
Think back to Chase's words. I know he wasn't himself. Not really. After a long pause, he shrugs.
say so. I believe it. I was different then too, I guess. I was just a child. Now, I'm a man-child.
I would have thought. At least Carl seems calmer now, or at least doing a good job of blocking out the terror. Still got his tie on, and though his shirt's completely sucked through, and I can see his chest underneath when he faces the moonlight. Man, this wasn't real. Anything you want to say not really? Without hesitation, Carl speaks.
Not a real big fan of fishing, dude.
I furrow my brow at him and sigh, before beginning to trudge through the sand after the others. Can't even see them now. I must have picked up the pace.
Dude,
Stop. His voice stuttered, apologetic.
I like when you take me out, even if it seems like I'm whining the whole time.
There's no seems like about it. You do whine the whole time. Brief sad smile crosses his thick muzzle.
You guys are still here?
Salamander peers at us worriedly. Carl and I exchange glances, then nod.
That's good.
Harry, are you still frightened by your mic?
No, oh my god. That was
Alright, so
good. That's good. I lost the group.
Amazing.
I don't know where Leo's house is, and they kept talking faster, and then they just...
Paxton toys with the zipper at the bottom of his hoodie.
Must have gotten ahead of me.
Alright, we're back. With pizza, no less.
congratulations. We're just waiting on Matt. Matt?
It's okay. I think we're supposed to be here. Right, dude?
Carl looks to me. Across my arms, unsure how confident I feel about this whole tapping into supernatural hunches. I don't know. It's just a feeling. Thing could have killed us easy like, and didn't. Instead, we're here. Dyson gives Carl and I a nervous look, clearly putting a wide berth between him and the lake.
Okay.
Seems jittery, which I suppose is valid.
I can't believe Leo actually rescued you.
I grunt, trying to rub what feels like lake gunk out of my eyes. Why'd you even need saving? You're a natural water boy. Jackson rubs the back of his neck, his eyes flicking up as he tries to clearly recall whatever the fuck happened to him.
I was trying to save you.
The stone is concerned, and Salamander peering at me as if I might crumble in front of him. The hell you were? I got out of there on my own like 2 minutes before Leo dragged your slimy ass up from the depths.
Thought I saw you drift off further down into the lake. You weren't moving. Anytime I tried to grab you, you just drifted farther off. Always with your back facing me. Eventually, I couldn't see anymore. It was too dark.
Rubs his hands over his biceps rapidly, trying to warm himself. He exhales, looking briefly at Carl, and back to me.
Alright. Sorry about that. I was on the phone.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I don't really understand what happened. There's not a lot going on right now that I really can explain.
Makes 3 of us here.
So, where's here exactly?
Where?
Where our friend died.
Yeah, get back.
Well, where he drowned and died later in a hospital.
Carl's bluntness takes even me off guard. There's no coldness in his tone, though. Just the truth of this.
That's terrifying. I'm sorry I asked.
After a moment, he speaks again.
And I'm sorry for your loss. I feel like this past week I've just been a dingleberry on you guys. Wow, that is a word.
You never heard Dingleberry before?
No, I have. It's just, why would you say that? Over literally every other word.
Because he doesn't swear. I think.
X swears, right?
I think Daxton does swear, but
I
maybe
remember.
like not that often.
That might be the case.
I do know he's like a aspiring writer, so he's probably like trying to learn a whole bunch of words. Either way, Nat, whenever you're ready.
Okay. It's okay. It's cool you're here.
Everyone goes quiet. Jackson occasionally looks over his shoulder, see if there's any sign of the group sent someone back for us. No such luck. Starting to realize how exhausted I am. Coasting on adrenaline for an hour straight will really take the wind out of you. I lower myself first to a squat, then sit cross-legged in the sand. Despite all the water and vegetation, the air still feels kind of dry and smoky. I wonder where that fire's coming from. No response. I look over at Carl and Daxon are sitting together, watching the tide. They look as tired as I am.
What do you want to happen here?
Carl eventually speaks, his tone droll and somewhat monotone. I look toward the tree with all the bullet holes. I just want to know what happened. They're gone. Spy the ass prints of Carl and Daxon stand next to me, but they're no in sight. Quickly I rise to my feet, hesitant to call out to them, noting what happened earlier. Move up to the top of the hill next to us, stepping through the dry grass. As I look around, I see no movement beyond the rolling tide of the waves, illuminated only by the slight moonlight. My whole plan of waiting here for something to happen seemed a lot better when I had others around. Now that I'm alone and unarmed, the gall is starting to fucking wane. Might have just... They must have went to Leo's house. I mean, surely they'd fucking wake me first, right? Did I even pass out? Felt more like I just blinked and then BAM! On. For a moment, feels like there's something tugging the back of my shirt. Turned expecting to see the bulbous face of Carl at my side. Still in there. Hey assholes! Where are you? Let a harsh whisper at the dust scrub around me. Again, no response. Sigh, rubbing my palms over my face. There's no choice. Gotta get to Leo's. My gaze drifts back to the beach and bullet-ridden pinyon tree. Struck with a strange sense of solace, as if the spot would be somehow tranquil to me if the circumstances were different. For now, I take stock of what's still in my soggy pockets. Keys, phone, dead as hell, properly fried, and an old granola bar wrapper. With a grunt, I make my way off the beach and toward the rail tracks. Follow the familiar route, passing the occasional abandoned freighter car. Been about 15 minutes, and so far no sight or sound of the gang, or any other miscellaneous town folk. I inadvertently find myself walking on top of the rails, bouncing like a comic kid again. Kind of keeps the edge off and softens the noise of my footsteps, though it ain't very time efficient. Feels like by now I should be able to see Leo's house. So far, nothing. It isn't until the track's dead end perpendicular to the highway that I realize I'm being fucked with again. Stand at the edge of the pavement, where the old bike lane has been overtaken by weeds, pavement crumbling to the gravel. I had hoped that the spatially fucking shenanigans would end once we exited the van. But goddamn, why would it? You're going the right way. Back my skull tingles, and I cup my hands over the sides of my head. That wasn't my goddamn thought. To Leo's? I ask aloud, like the fucking loony I am. I wait. No response. Clench my fists at my sides. Fuck it. Fuck this. I take off and run down the road, keeping the power lines on my right. Run mindlessly, knowing damn well the nature of the loop, but try not to think about it. Not usually the sort to do my running an echo on an account of centuries worth of broken glass that lines the sides of roads. That, and the fact that the sight of 6-7 Gilla sprinting tends to naturally raise alarm, even with folk who already know who I am. Somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour passes before I see something ahead. Stop somewhere along the center line of the winding old highway, cracked asphalt feeling like it's chipping away at my already blistered heels. Stare at the faded red building. My truck is parked in front for some reason. Why the fuck am I here?
You know what? I think we'll answer that next time. Next time will be the finale for this route, so say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Boy.
Bye.